Hi, I'm Chef Jim. Today we're going to do a chocolate sculpture with a bunny and an egg mold. You're going to learn how to temper chocolate today, how to use a mold, and how to use piping techniques to make a centerpiece. We are using the double boiler. When you see steam on the white chocolate, you were to shut it off and let the residual heat it up, and you keep stirring until the lumps are out. On the dark chocolate, when you see steam, you're going to turn it down to low, and then continue stirring until the lumps are out. Okay, so now we're going to temper dark chocolate. I'm going to put 2/3 of the dark chocolate on a bowl, on the marble I mean. Of course, you're not going to be working with this much chocolate. You're going to be careful to make sure that the bottom of the bowl has been wiped dry clean. There's no water on the bottom of the bowl. That tends to be a big mistake. If you get the water on the marble, that'll cause your chocolate to seize. So right now what we're doing is spreading the chocolate around. This is couverture from Switzerland. Very good quality chocolate. You see, we're just using a bench scraper and an offset spatula. And moving and agitating our chocolate. Okay, the chocolate's much thicker now. We're down to 80 degrees on the bench, and we're ready now to go in the bowl. Can I have an assistant to help me get the bowl, chocolate in the bowl? Getting heavy. 82, so we're going to have to heat this slightly to get up to about 87 degrees to working temperature. Cool. So what we can do is use a heat gun. All the lumps will come to the top, and this will melt the stuff on the top. It'll heat the chocolate. This is an easy way of heating chocolate once you've got it in the bowl. So the next stage, we're going to make our egg mold for our sculpture. So we have our tempered chocolate. We put it in a different bowl. And what we're going to do is we're going to brush the inside of the mold. We'll brush the crystals in there, give it a nice shine. It will later. Okay. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is with a ladle, and I preheat this with a heat gun. And then I'm going to fill this up all the way to the top. And we're going to let this sit, depending on the temperature of the kitchen, this one's going to be between 5 to 8 minutes. The longer it sits, the thicker the shell will be, the thinner the shell. This has been 5 minutes of going by. We're going to turn our mold. I'm going to tap the excess out with the back of our handle. Get the excess out of the mold. Should end up with about a 1/16 of an inch of chocolate left. Okay, and now we're going to scrape the mold. Once you've got this, you're going to flip the mold over and put it in the refrigerator for approximately 15 minutes. So right now we're going to take our eggshells out of the cooler, and as you can see, they have released. So if I pick it up, okay, looks good. There's our eggshell mold. So another part that we're going to need for our sculpture is some connective pieces. So I'm going to just put a little chocolate down here, give it a little bit of banging, and we're going to let that set up. When it gets to a semi-solid state, then I'm going to cut little rectangles in it that later on I'm going to stand that bunny up inside of the shell. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing with this. Earlier I did this piece of chocolate. What we're going to do is come in here and we're just going to cut it into pieces. Now you don't need that big a piece if you're only doing one. I've got this for the whole class today. And cut little rectangles. You can have short ones, like that. You can have some long ones. And later on, this is what our rabbit is going to stand on later.
Yep.
All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we have our conés, which we've shown you how to do this on another video. So if you go to our website, our Facebook page at Coastal Alabama College, it'll show you how to make a paper bag. Okay? So what we're going to do is fill it. Do not fill it more than halfway with chocolate. What you're going to do is fold it this way, fold the corners away, and then away like this way here. So that'll tighten the bag up. I'm just going to cut a little bit of a tip here. Boom. Now, the secret of piping is quite easy. What you want to do is put down, lift, and you're going to work a 1/2 inch to 1 inch above the surface. And that will give you a straight line. Okay? What I would do is I would start with, see the feet? These, just to get you used to it, go in and do the feet first. Say. Because even if you follow up, it can harden up. You can go back and straighten it away. See how easy it is? And what we're going to do is we're going to follow the outline. Anything in dark, we're going to fill in right now. Okay? And this can be done with any cartoon at all. Anything at all that you want to do. I mean, if you got a cartoon, it'll work. The metal table will actually make the chocolate seize faster or set faster, and it would cause a bowing. So we did on this to slow down so it wouldn't dry too quickly. All right, the next stage of this is we're going to take white chocolate and go over the top of the whole thing. Okay, so I'll show you that. And now I'm just going to fill it right in. And you can leave it out for a little bit until it becomes tacky, until it starts to dry. Then you can take and put parchment paper or plastic wrap on top. I put parchment paper and another cutting board on top and put it in the refrigerator and let it set for about 10-15 minutes in the refrigerator. Flip it over. Nope, I did have a piece that broke off. I felt it earlier. You can square that away. There we go. I can glue this on the back side and straighten that away. So the next stage is we're going to build a stand. So we got the base, I got a chocolate. I'm going to pick on another one that's maybe shorter. There you go, that looks pretty good. And the first thing I'm going to do is going to glue these two together. And this is going to stand right here in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put more glue down in here. More chocolate to hold it. And I'm just going to put this down in the center like this. And again, the feet of the is going to be hanging this way. It's going to just. All right. So the next stage is we're going to put the rabbit on to the mold. I'm going to pipe a little bit of chocolate right here. Okay. Just carefully pick them up. Turn them around. It's going to stick right there. On the back side, I'll give it a little bit of glue here. Hold them in place until it sets, which shouldn't take too long.